Good morning. It's me, Richard Lewis Brown. Today's April the 18th, 2021. I seek your support to become the new Local 1000 president. Ballots have been mailed. People are receiving their ballots as early as Friday evening. I received my ballot yesterday morning. Here it is. I'm voting for myself. I'm not voting for no one else but myself. I'm holding to my word. I'm not endorsing no one. Please get your ballot. Please vote. Hopefully you'll vote for Richard Lewis Brown. My name is on here. And make sure you pull off the top part. Pull up your top for your receipt. And then you'll send it back in the envelope. Self-addressed envelope. Put your address on here. And make sure you sign it. Because there's a possibility with this election, there's going to be some election protests. And we want to make sure that all the envelopes were signed so your ballot is counted. Very, very important. Okay? Someone put something on Facebook yesterday speaking about a person that withdrew her name, DLC 707. She withdrew her name after the February 12th deadline, but the ballots have been printed up, the booklet have been printed up. So they just put a note in that person's envelope saying, don't vote for this person, she's withdrew her name. Well, that raises questions, it raises flags. And this is the conversation about this Facebook Live video today on April 18th, 2021, because I'm seeking your support to become the new Local 1000 president. This video is about the lies of Local 1000 over the years. I'm here to apologize for these lies, and therefore you must vote for me so we can create a new culture for Local 1000. How many lies have they told? Endless lies, and they continue to tell you lies. And I just gave you the example. People who put in for statewide office or DOC positions, you had to February 8th to put in. If you wanted to withdraw your name, you had to February 12th. Okay? That was a lie. They lied on their timeline. Because if someone wants to withdraw their name after the timeline, they let you do it. They've lied to you. They're not enforcing their timeline. So if you're not enforcing your timeline on people being able to withdraw their nominations for any leadership office for Local 1000 so that their name still appears on the ballot, you're not enforcing that timeline, then what else are you not enforcing with this current elections? If someone mails their ballot in after May 20th, are you going to allow them that exception? Are you going to pick and choose, elections committee? Are you going to pick and choose what you enforce and what you don't? The same elections committee that was appointed by Yvonne Walker? Is this how you do the policy file? You pick and choose what parts of the policy file you want to use and what parts you don't? That's a lie. See, you're lying. You say that you're for doing what is right, for enforcing the law, but you're lying. You can't even do that with the current elections process. You say this is the timeline, you lied. You lied. And someone has put you on notice on Facebook. You lied, Local 1000 Elections Committee. You lied. People can email the Elections Committee and let them lie to you on email if you like. But I'm telling you on April 18th, 2021, running for Local 1000 president, I will not lie to you. Local 1000 has been lying to you and lying to you and lying to you since 2008 and actually before 2008. They've been lying since its very existence. Okay? So that person in DLC 707 who withdrew her name after February 12th, and they allowed you to do that, they're violating their own rules. They're violating the timeline, which means they're liars. That timeline was just something they created. They can break it whenever they want to. Liars. And I'm going to preach to you on this Sunday. I'm coming at you. Let me show you another lie. Local 1000 says we are a member-led union. We're not a union. No, we're not. We say that because that sounds good to say. We're a social justice organization. We are not a union. We're a social justice organization that gives money to the Democrats. That's what we do. We give it to them here. We give it to them by going through International, SEIU in Washington, D.C. We're a social justice auxiliary of the Democratic Party. That's who we are. We're not a real union. A real union won't lie to you. A real union won't sign a contract and not enforce it. Okay? This contract, this is a lie. It said we were guaranteed our pay raises 2.5% on July 1st, 2020. It got delayed. This contract's a lie. It's just a lie. Okay? You don't even have to go into the pages of all these lies. They pick and choose what they want to enforce. Okay? Look at this cover. You see this? You see this cover? This cover is a lie. They're telling you on the very beginning of the contract, this is a lie. Why am I saying it's a lie? Why am I talking loud and passionate on Sunday? Because I'm pointing out the lie. Okay? The majority of our union is not minorities. It's white people. Okay? The majority of our union are white people. Our union represents a majority of white people, not minorities. This is a lie. They tell you on the inside cover here, where does it say it at? Where does it say it at? She tells you here, I'm trying to find this as fast as I can, about build a California for all. That's a lie. That's a lie. You're not building a California for all. What you're doing is building something for you, Yvonne Walker, on behalf of SEIU in Washington, D.C., okay? If you wanted to have something for all, you would have voting for all in our union without forcing them to pay money for it. See, when you say membership fee, that's a lie. It's a poll tax. I want to get to this other lie that she says in here really quick. Blah, blah, blah. Where is it at? I'm trying to find it. Because she clearly states a clear-cut lie. All right. I don't see it fast enough, but I'll come back to it here in a second. But this contract is a lie. Majority of our union, white people, not minorities. When you look at the cover, I see a lot of minorities and very few white people. They're telling you from the very beginning that we're liars. To all the single parents out here, and let me get politically incorrect on Sunday and give it to you straight. I'm talking to all the single women, single mothers in our union raising their children. They've been telling you that Richard can't reduce your dues, that Richard doesn't care enough about you. That's a lie. Okay? I can reduce your dues, single mothers raising those children. You need more money in your pocketbook, in your purse, for your household to take care of your family. That way, you don't have to go to food stamps to survive. You don't have to go to the food bank as a state employee being represented by a union, okay? I can reduce your dues. I am not lying. They're lying to you. And when these people on Facebook are calling me out on these other pages because I was speaking truth to their hypocrisy and their lies, they banned me. They canceled me. Cancel culture. See, that's what happens when someone calls you out for your hypocrisy, for your lies, for your insincerity. You cancel them out. You don't want to hear their voice. Oh, you're going to hear my voice. I can reduce your dues. And I know a lot of people in the union need to pay less money to the union so they have more money to take care of their family. So they understand that the union is now creating a new culture and that they're first and these politicians don't matter anymore. Gets to another lie to all my single parents out there. But mainly, since a lot of people in our union, 60% of our union are women. Okay? And they're raising their families. And they need extra money. And when I tell you I can reduce your dues, I mean that. But see, they've lied to you and lied to you and lied to you. They tell you politicians are your bosses. That's a lie. That's a lie. We're their bosses. We are their bosses. We are voters. We are taxpayers. These politicians are not your bosses. We have a 50-50 partnership with the state of California. But the way they sell the lie to you, they tell you they're our bosses. They approve for us to get our pay raises. Sure they do. But how did they get into that position to even approve it? We're voters, we're taxpayers, we're their bosses. Local 1000 has been lying to you and lying to you. Let me show you another lie here. Wait a minute, I have this stuff. Hold on a second here. Let me read to you another lie by the master liar, the high schooler, Yvonne R. Walker. Let me tell you what she says. Our purpose statement compels us to work for economic justice until everyone can retire with security. There will be no economic justice, can retire with security. There will be no economic justice in California. I'm going to read it to you again. I screwed it up. Our purpose statement compels us to work for economic justice, and until everyone can retire with security, there will be no economic justice in California. That's a lie. Because she's acting like she cares. She doesn't care. She does not care about you. Okay? She does not care about you. You realize when we're losing 2 days of pay from my regular check for this whole fiscal year, her salary stipend, $67,500, which is more than her regular salary of $57,000. That salary stipend is unaffected. Okay? So when she comes across and says these things, she's lying. She doesn't care. She doesn't care about you. She doesn't care about anybody but herself. She's a liar. And when she tells you she served the country as a Marine, she's lying. Yeah, she was in the Marine Corps, but she didn't serve the country. It was a job to her. She didn't serve as a Marine this country with love and a willingness to die for this country no more than she's serving our union as our Local 1000 president, willing to die for you, to fight for you, to protect your wages, to ensure you have a safe working conditions, and that your dignity is not violated by these bad behaving, egotistical, self-serving, know-it-all supervisors. Okay? I'm coming at you on Sunday, April 18th. I'm here. If anyone wants to come on video with me and talk about things with me, bring it. I'm right here. I want you to bring it on Sunday because I'm bringing the truth to you on Sunday. I'm preaching to you on Sunday, and I'm not backing up. Anybody wants to send me comments, you say that I don't know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. And when I tell you, I pointed out the lies of this union over and over, and they banned me from state employees page. They banned me from SEIU Local 1000 and Friends page. They banned me from the COVID-19 page. They banned me from the SEIU official Local 1000 page because I'm calling them out on their lies. Let me tell you another lie that they tell you. They tell you we can't go on strike. Lie, 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 lie. That's a lie. I've been calling out Yvonne Walker for her lies for all these years. Do you ever notice she never comes back at me? We can legally go on strike after our contract expires and we reach a legal impasse after negotiating in good faith. We can go on strike, Local 1000. And I'm going to keep saying this. And these so-called people on Facebook who think they know what they're talking about, they're liars. Liars. And all they do is preach lies. They're following the leadership steps of the leader who lies to you. Okay? And she's trained these people. She's manipulated, bamboozled, hustled, and deceived these individuals over the years with her high school education. See, these people tell you you can trust them. That's a lie. Tony Owens tells you he's the person you should vote for. Wait a minute. Hold on. I got this stuff here. I'm fired up today. Wait a minute. I got all this stuff here. Here he is. Here he is. Wait a minute. This is him, Tony Owens. He wants you to believe you can trust him. You can't trust Tony Owens. You can't trust this man wearing this hat on his head running for office. See, he thinks he's slicker than slick with his slick videos. Does he tell you that he couldn't even go to his own recall on time back in 2015 in November? That's how I met Tony Owens. No, he doesn't tell you that because he's a liar. Did he tell you about using a company credit card, Local 1000's company credit card, to get his car out of impound in 2019? No, because he's a liar. He tells you can trust him. He's lying. He's lying. He said he wouldn't take the salary stipend. Him along with MTC, Sophia Perkins, Annika Walls, Kevin Manager in 2018, they told you they would not accept the salary stipend. They lied to you. They lied to you. These leaders in Local 1000, they lie, because they're politicians. And that's what politicians do. Not all the politicians, because I don't want to stereotype, but I'm telling you on this. These people are lying to you. Liars. And they act like that you can trust them. They tell you they have a strategy. They got experience. What did MTC's experience and strategy help them with Yvonne Walker? They went around crying and crying, saying that she wouldn't let them do anything because they were taking a victory lap, which they were. They lied about that. See, these people have been lying and lying and lying to you for all these years. They've lied to you so much that you've lost hope in the union. You don't trust the union. You don't trust the voting process in the union. I just told you about that example yesterday. People don't trust our union because of all the lies they've told. Every time we sign a contract, we give up money. We signed a contract 2010 through 2013. What happens? We gave up money in 2012 after we had a secured contract. Okay? We gave up money under this secured contract because our contracts don't mean anything because you're being led by a liar, by a person who does not care about you, who will not fight for you. Okay? She says here, where's this other thing? Here's something else she says. Let there be no mistake. In California, we will have $15 in a union. Local 1000 will be in the street for as long as it takes until we get what we need for working people. She's lying. She doesn't care about working people. If she cared about working people, she would first address the fact that she has failed miserably. She has not protected our wages under contracts since her leadership. We gave up 2 holidays because of her. Again, she's a liar. She's a complete and comprehensive liar and a failure as a leader. And I say that with love and respect in my heart. We gave up 2 holidays because of her. We're paying 3.5% other post-employment benefits, OPEB. Why are we paying this money? Because she lied and told you it was the best thing for you. That's a lie. We had guaranteed retiree health care that we did not have to pre-fund unless we agreed to negotiate it. And she agreed to give up your money. She's been giving up on you, giving away all your money, giving away all your dignity all of these years. But yet she lies to you over and over and over again with her nonsense, her political agenda that comes from international. She doesn't care about you. You think she really cares about Black Lives Matter? Please. Really? She's talking about Black Lives Matter because it's politically correct right now. It's a hot button issue. And it distracts you from the fact she gave up your money under the signed contract. We lost 2 days of pay. We were scheduled to lose 2 more days in the next fiscal period. Okay? She's not protecting you. She's lying to you. And the only reason why we're getting our money restored on July 1st, 2021, along with our scheduled 2% pay increase, the only reason isn't because of the cost task savings force. It's not because of that. It's because Gavin Newsom is trying to save his ass from being recalled. He's lied to you too. Don't go out. Don't do this. Don't do that. Then he got caught out at the French Laundry back last year in November sometime, out with one of his friends drinking and having a good time. Okay? They lied to you. They lied to you. When they said, please give up your money or we'll furlough you, they weren't going to furlough us. That's a lie. That's a lie. The liars. Those legislators at the state capitol are lying to you. Okay? They said, give up your money. Because of the COVID-19, this is a healthcare crisis, a financial crisis. We got to do something. Give up your money. 2 days of pay for 2 straight fiscal years. Did they give up their money? Yeah, a few of them did, but 99% of them did not give up their money. So they said, we're all in this together. Give up your money, but they kept their money. They prioritized and protected their families, their money, and their dignity. But they took your money. Liars. Liars. And I'm going to go back to what I said. She doesn't care about Black Lives Matter. See, she's lied to you. If she can't protect white people's money under a signed contract, then how's she going to protect Richard Lewis Brown when I'm interacting with the police when I'm pulled over? See, that's not politically correct to say in today's America, but I'm going to keep saying it. And if someone doesn't like it, get over it. If you want to come on and debate me, bring it. But these people don't want to debate me. They don't want this passion I got. They don't want to run up on me talking that stuff. They've kicked me off these other pages because they're liars. They're lying to you. They're saying that I'm trying to defund the union. That's a lie. Another lie. Because I'm saying we're going to eliminate all political spending. And they said that I'm going to have to lay off staff. That's a lie. If that staff isn't doing work regarding job representation, because anybody who's doing political work for Local 1000, once I'm the president, those jobs, their jobs will be changed, or they won't have a job because we're eliminating all political spending. But I'm not trying to defund the union. I'm not trying to fire people from the union. We should only be involved in contract negotiations and high quality job representation. That's what a union does. A union doesn't get involved in politics, tell you that Black Lives Matter, fight for 15 and do all that stuff, and talk about retirement for all. And at the same time, they don't allow everybody in the union to vote unless they pay the poll tax. Liars. They don't care about you. A real union takes care of its people. A real union does not lie to you and tell you we're trying to get a livable wage. A livable wage? That's a lie. If you're looking for a livable wage and you're in a union, you're living a lie because you'll never amount to anything. Poor people have a livable wage. They live paycheck to paycheck. Our union is not protecting you. They're lying to you. And they've convinced you that there's no other way around this. They've convinced you to accept the status quo behavior. They've convinced you of this over the years. And it's up to me to convince you to get up, take action, and vote for me. And we can stop this madness because they've been lying to you over and over and over again with these lies. And again, like I said, they started with the cover and lied to you. Lied to you. And I was trying to show you really quick in here. I know I read this. Wait a minute here. Blah, blah, blah. When I tell you about the GeoPay for everybody, people accused me years ago of lying. We can't get GeoPay. Well, here it is in the contract. They got GeoPay for just a few people, $250 a month in certain counties. Santa Barbara, Santa Cruz, Santa Barbara, Ventura, and Orange. I believe those are the right counties. Okay? But I've been telling you this. But they said I was lying. I couldn't get you GeoPay, but they've already done it. But just for a select few. I'm going to get it for everybody. If you can do it for 2 people, you can do it for everybody. Okay? But they lie to you. They say that we can't get a 21% pay increase. That's a lie. There's plenty of billions and billions of dollars in that budget. It's up to you to figure out how to get your hands on that money. Okay? What did they tell us? I can't even remember all the numbers. It's $22 billion in savings. 22 billion in savings. We got 10.3 unprojected. Then we got another 15 million. And then we have federal, not 15 million, 15 billion. And then we have federal money coming from the federal government. There's plenty of money at that state capital. But if you're not willing to fight for it, you're not going to get it in this capitalist country. This is a capitalist country. You must compete. If you think that the government's always going to come and bail you out, that they're always going to protect you, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're dead wrong. I'm trying to see this. I know I saw this in this contract. Here it is. Here's another lie that she told. This is your leader, Yvonne Walker. We won in this three-year contract because she's realizing that you don't ever read. She's calling this a 3-year contract. January 1st, 2020. It should really be January 2nd, 2020, but January 1st, 2020 through June 30th, 2023. That's a 3.5-year contract. She can't even tell you the length of this contract correctly in here because she knows you're not reading the cover page. See, this is why I kept saying, show me the whole contract. Print the whole thing out. And I want to read the inside cover because this inside cover is not that same, is different than the contract that Cal HR puts up on us. They just put the memorandum, they don't put anything extra in here. This is this extra stuff that you got to read. You got to read everything. You got to read this whole thing through and through. But they've been lying to you, lying to you, lying to you. And on Sunday, April 18th, I'm preaching to you. And I'm telling you, I'm the only candidate that's going to bring you justice in this union. If you think these other people who believe, all these people on here, except for Robert Bays, all these people on here are lying to you. They're going to tell you that politics matters, that we have to keep our affiliation with SEIU International in Washington, D.C. That's not true. That is absolutely not true. We don't have to keep our affiliation with them. We'll be much stronger, much more incredible without them. And when they tell you, well, he wasn't doing all that talk when they were trying to HR1 him, yes, I would have. Yes, I would have. I'm not afraid of these people. These people, they smile on your face, and then they go on these other pages, and they start talking stuff about you. I know what you're doing, people. People call me, people tell me what's being said about me on these other Facebook pages. I see you, and I want you to know that you're lying, and the truth of God is not in you, and I'm calling you out on this. I am not trying to defund the union. I want this union to be successful. I want us to allow everyone to vote and not force them to pay a poll tax. And yes, I want everyone to be a job steward. And yes, I have said it repeatedly, we will provide you training. But this LAPS program that's supposed to make things better, that's a lie. They sold you on a lie, and those DOC presidents and bunk chairs, along with the VPs and the president, they all went along with it. They all sold that lie to you that the LAPS program was going to make things better, create better job stewards. No, that's a lie. The LAPS program was put in place so they could decide who becomes job stewards. Because in the old days, your co-workers who know who you are, that can vouch for your behavior in the workplace, they were the ones signing that petition of 25 to 30 names. And then you took it to the union, they accepted it, they verified the names, and then you went to 1 weekend of training and you became a job steward. And you didn't have to do all this extra stuff to keep your job steward every year. They created the LAPS program off a lie. They created the LAPS program to control you, to control who has a voice in the union, who can run for office. Because you have to be a job steward in order to run for office in this union, at the DLC level or at the statewide level. They created the LAPS program built on a lie, based on a lie, founded in a lie, deep-rooted in a lie, to control. So people who have outspoken voices, who are activists, cannot be job stewards, who cannot run for office and challenge the status quo of Local 1000. I'm just getting started. This is Sunday. I'm just getting started. And if you don't like my attitude, you don't like my passion, hit the road. I ain't for everybody. And I'm not bending on my 10-point platform. My 10-point platform in this brochure with a union print label that was done legally, this is my contract to you. I'm not breaking it. See, you have these Local 1000 leaders. Some of these people are actually running for statewide office. Miguel Cordova. The reason why we gave up our money, Yvonne Walker gave up your money and the 9 bunk chairs, and he's one of the 9 bunk chairs, gave up your money. But now they're telling you to vote for them. They're telling you, here, hold on a second. I have this here because this guy's a joke. This guy's a joke. Wait a minute here. Here he is. This guy right here, Miguel Cordova. You can't trust him. He's saying right time, right choice. So when he gave up your money as a bunk chair, was that the right time and the right choice? Okay? Louisa Luma, she's the bunk chair of 20. Kim Coward, she's the bunk chair of 17. He's got these 2 people running with him. They gave up your money under a signed contract. And they've been backing up Yvonne Walker all of these years. And then they had a falling out, and now Miguel and these 2 ladies have gone along with this other lady, Tara Rooks. They had a falling out. You can't trust these people. They're liars. Okay? And people say, well, Richard, you sound so harsh when you call people liars. I'm calling you what you are. You've been lying to people. You've been hurting people's lives, hurting their ability to take care of their family all of these years because of the lies. And none of these other so-called candidates will call these people out for what they are. They tell you, they dance around the issues. They'll tell you anything that you want to hear. You got candidates telling those people up there in Susanville, the prison that's closing up there, what can we do to help you? What the hell are you talking about? You ain't going to help those people up there. Those people will be put on a SRO list per the government code. Okay? You are not going to help those people. You're putting on a front like you care. You don't care about those people up there, those prisons, okay? And those people don't like you, and those people don't like Yvonne Walker. I'm calling you people out. The hypocrisy. Right time, right choice. Listen to what he says here. Here's your purple that tells you he's a slave to SEIU International in D.C. He believes in being a slave to these people. I'm not a slave. I'm a descendant of U.S. slavery. But in this current state, I am not a slave to no one. Now, it is the right time for change. All these candidates talking about change, okay? Change, 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 change. They're lying to you. Politicians that say that about change, they're not going to change anything. They're going to change things to make things better for themselves, to suit themselves. They don't care about you. And then the key is member empowerment. So if you pay money to the union, you're good to go. But if you're a represented employee and you don't pay money to the union because you can't financially afford it right now because you're trying to take care of your family, or you don't want to pay money to the union because you don't want to support politics because their political agendas violate your core religious beliefs, your core common sense family values, then they don't care about you. Hold on here. I'm just getting started here. Yeah, here they go again. Right time, right choice with a check mark. There ain't no check mark by their names. Don't vote for these people. I'm telling you. You can vote one person on this ballot, Richard Lewis Brown. You don't have to vote for nobody else. Send a clear-cut message that you're tired of the status quo in this union. Send these people a message. Vote me in a huge, massive voter turnout. Wait a minute. Hold on, I want to show you something else here. Oh, wait a minute here. I got this right here. Here we go. See, this is MTC. He's now running on his own, Tony Owens, with his purple. He's wearing the same purple color when he was trying to marry Kay Henry, the president of SEIU International in D.C., to come help him because Yvonne wouldn't treat him right. But he's still supporting the purple because he's silly and he's a liar and he's a fraud and he can't go to meetings on time. Then, here's MTC. Here they go. Unite Members for Change. Members. They're only worried about people who pay money. I'm the only candidate that tells you I'm for all represented employees of Local 1000. These people only care about people who pay money. Our contract, this contract, with its lying cover, with its lack of representation of white people and its true number, this contract is for all represented employees of Local 1000, whether they pay money or not. Okay? We're a public sector union. We're not a private sector. We don't fall under the NLRB, National Labor Relations Board. We're a public sector. We fall under the PERB here in California. Okay? This contract covers everybody because we have the exclusive representative clause. We control certain classifications. So whether you pay us money or not, if your classification is represented by us, we control your wages and working conditions. Period. Then you must allow people to vote. MTC, quote, Unite Members for Change. First of all, let me get to these liars here. Talk about Unite Members for Change. You couldn't even keep this guy on your team. You couldn't even keep your team united. How the hell are you talking about unite members when you couldn't even unite your own team? You're liars. They told you they wouldn't take the salary stipend in 2018. They took the money in 2019 because this person got mad about it and ratted them out. And then this person said, we agreed, Annika Wall said, we agreed as a team that I would take the money because she's the only one that qualified for the money because Tony Owens makes over $100,000 and Kevin Miniger makes over $100,000. Yet these liars told you they needed your campaign donations in 2018. And they need your campaign donations now. They lied. Unite members. And they couldn't even keep this individual because this individual wanted to run for president. They didn't want him to because this individual, Kevin Miniger, is prejudiced. And he wasn't going to support a black person running for president because he's mad at Yvonne Walker because she's black. And he doesn't like how she's led the union. I actually agree with him on that. I don't like how she's led the union either. But he's prejudiced. I'm not. And so he would not support this black man because when I asked to work with him years ago, he wouldn't support me either. But Tony Owens didn't know that because he never asked me about Kevin Manager. I could have educated him. I could have told him about this person and the lies that this man would do. He'll tell you anything that you want to hear because he's a liar. He's a professional liar, a professional salesperson. He bends with the wind. And that's why when I call these liars out, they won't address me. They try to minimize me. They ignore me because they follow the example of the ultimate liar, the high schooler, Yvonne Walker. Hold on. Let me get to her too here because I want to show you something about her. It tickles me to death. Where is it at? Look at this. I gotta show you this. Yvonne Walker calls herself LVA, Leaders with Vision and Action. Wait a minute here. Here it is. Leaders with Vision and Action. Yvonne Walker and her little crew. Liars. Liars. Her vision was to give up your money while under a signed contract in more than one occasion. Her vision is when we had a strike authorization vote during the furlough fiasco when 30,000 of our people lost their homes, cars, and marriages, credit scores, and the strike vote came back yes, her vision was, I'm too scared. I don't have the courage because I'm not a real Marine. I don't know how to fight. When I was a Marine, I was just doing the job for the country. I didn't really serve the country. It was just a job to me. Just like it's just a job to her now, leading our unit. It's just a job and she needs a salary stipend. That was her vision, okay? Her vision is, in action, give up your money. Give up your 2 holidays. Your 2 paid holidays from years ago. Oh, her vision is to never have a cost of living allowance in your contract. And when I tell you we can get a cost of living allowance and people tell you that's a lie, they're liars. They're liars. They're liars. They're liars. They're liars. We had a cost of living adjustment. They called it a cost of living adjustment, not an allowance, but an adjustment in our 2006 to 2008 contract. See, you got to do some reading. These people have lied to you, lied to you, lied to you. Leaders with vision and action? No. Liars. Hustling you. Giving up your money. Giving up your dignity. That's who they are. When they asked him about Randy Sand, about him getting paid his regular salary while on union leave, while out of the country, back in his native country of Canada, because he let his visa expire, he didn't want to talk about it. Liars. Liars. Liars, liars, liars. And I'm going to keep going off on them. It's Sunday. I'm preaching today. I'm fired up. These people have lied and lied and lied. And then you wonder why people have no hope in our union. They don't trust our union. They don't trust this elections process because someone just withdrew her name after the deadline to withdraw her name. And they didn't hold her feet to the fire. She must be friends with Yvonne Walker. I've counted off these lies. I don't know how many lies I've talked about today. Lie, 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 lie. That's what our union is built upon, lies. And what I'm really telling you is because they tell you that politicians are our bosses and we have to be affiliated with SEIU International because they say we're stronger together, that's the ultimate lie. Because the foundation is built on politics. Liars. Those are professional liars. Those are the best liars almost the best liars on earth. They lie. They just lie to you repeatedly over and over and over again. And what I'm saying to you is we cannot let these lies defeat us. Regardless of how many lies they've told, we must turn out to vote. We must turn out to vote. And you see I got my orange and blue tie on. Orange from the sun, blue to the sky of purity. I stand by these colors. I don't stand by that purple. And the only time that you're going to see me in that color purple, it won't be from SEIU International. And people from my past, they know if I have to wear purple, then we're in a sports tournament. We're fighting in sports. I'll wear purple then. People in my past, they know what I'm saying. I am not wearing that purple. Now, if I'm going to a Prince concert, a little different. If I'm going to a Prince concert in his honor, I'll put some purple on. I am not wearing this SEIU purple. When you see these people wearing this purple, having purple in the background, they're telling you they sold you out. Sold you out. They're sellouts. They don't care about you. The only thing they care about is SEIU in Washington, D.C. And I have told you, we pay them $15 million a year on average since 2008. Look it up on the Form 990. I've done my homework, okay? And then we pay them a lot more money. Here, when they tell you that we can't reduce dues by 50%, and I tell you we're spending half of our money on politics, the last time they told you honestly, until I called them out on it, and then they stopped printing it up, the 2014 dues dollar breakdown. And here it is, 30% to SEIU and other coalitions. Then we got 8.5 and 2.7. That's over 10% for more political stuff, okay? 40 and 10, 30 and 10 is 40. You realize these operations, that oftentimes half of the operations goes to political campaigns. Okay? So if you take half of that, 13, add that to the 40, you're at 53%. Our people who represent us, a lot of times they can't represent us because you're on political campaigns. That 50% is easily 60 to 70%. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm fired up today. I see you guys commenting. And let me say this to you, SEIU International. When I'm elected president on day one, you're done. We're cutting our ties from you. And when you try to tell me, Mary Kay Henry, we can't do it, bring your lawyers. And we'll go on national TV. I'm going to air your ass out. You are not my leader. Okay? You've been robbing people, destroying our lives. You come down here, you get people fired up over some lies. And then when we lose money in the furlough, where were you, Mary Kay Henry? Did you show up then? Did you show up then and say, we're stronger together, we're 2 million strong? We are not going to be furloughed. Did you come down from D.C. and put your foot down? Hell no. Did you pay us any money? All that money we sent you, did you send us any strike benefits? Hell no. When we're going through this current PLP, did you come down from D.C. and stick your chest out and say, you're not taking a damn dime from these people? I stand with my people. I stand by these locals. Did you do that, Mary Kay Henry? We ain't seen you. You don't care about us. You never have and you never will. Let me get to it here. Fired up today. I'm fired up. I got a lot of rest last night. You see this? Remember when I sent this email out? Wait a minute. And before I talk about this SEIU COPE money, let me tell you another lie that Local 1000 told you about using the state email system. I'm going to dig in on this. Yvonne Walker has tried to control the message of Local 1000. She can't control it with me. I'm out of control. You can't control me. Okay? I'm self-educated. I went to college. I paid for my education out of my pocket, and I served the country. And I'm from Missouri. You can't tell me anything. I know about pulling myself up. Not by my bootstraps, but by my Nikes and Stacey Adams. How's that? Okay? And I'm still a Democrat. Now what? She said you can't use the state email to communicate. Liar. 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 I have been sent emails where people are communicating on behalf of Yvonne Walker, Miguel Cordova, using the state email system. Okay? They've been lying to you and lying to you. I caught them. I got them. You can use that state email system incrementally. You know, you can't use it all the time. It says it in our contract. And Yvonne has people on her behalf doing that. And I got the evidence, Yvonne Walker. I'm on you, Yvonne. Okay? You can use the state email system to communicate. And to all these people who respond to me, who try to get at me, yeah, bring it. Because you're trying to defend Yvonne Walker. You ain't got nothing coming from me. You're a liar, too. You can use the state email system to communicate about Local 1000 business. And I said it on April 18th. And I got the evidence where people are campaigning on behalf of her. And I got those emails in CDCR where people not only, let me tell you what they did in CDCR. I'm going off on today. These people campaigning to help Yvonne Walker, the master high schooler, the ultimate hustler, ultimate liar, get reelected. Not only did they use the same email system, what they did to all these, I think 30-some prisons, they sent CDCR all in the address to each prison. So not only did they communicate with rank and file, they told management too what they were doing. Now what, Yvonne Walker? You ain't gonna do anything. You wanna throw me out of the union? Throw me out. You ain't got nothing coming with me. You ain't got a leg to stand on. And all you people talking about these elections and all these situations, keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. I got my eyes open because people are sending me stuff every day. Don't come at me with this nonsense. It's gonna be a fight because I'm a fighter. SEIU COPE, Community on Political Education. We should not be involved in politics. It's a personal matter. Our country is split down the middle, 50-50 on politics. On race, on the COVID, universal health care, gun laws, name it. If an alien came down from Mars right now, we'd be split. Do we pay the aliens some money as an undocumented worker, give him some health care benefits? Or do we send his ass back up in space? Get out of here. You didn't come over here legally. Where's your passport at? Where's your visa? We're split down this country. How are you going to unify Local 1000 being involved in politics? You won't. You'll continue to have the same status quo. And I want people to send this video to everybody. I'm fired up. I got my chest poked out today because I know I'm right. I'm standing on righteous principles. I know I'm right. Here we go. SEIU Political and Action Program. COPE. Okay. Now here's what it says here. In addition to the $15 million per year for the affiliation since 2008, you can verify that on the Form 990s. We got to pay every local union that's part of SEIU has to pay at least $6 per member per year. The member is not defined as dues paying member. It's just whoever you represent. So if you represent 96,000 people, then you got $6 per person. Now, here's where it says it. Per capita, not just actual dues paying members or persons. Local 1000 has over 96,000 people, 9 bargaining units. That's $6 for each person. $576,000 is due in SEIU COPE money every year. That's why they always beg you for new members, make sure they're COPE contributors. That's why with that Lion Lapse program, when you sign up a new member, if you get them to do COPE, you get a lot more points for that because they're trying to make this figure that was established back in 2008, I believe, 576,000. Now here's the trick to this. Local 1000, when I did this, we had currently 52,000 dues paying members. Dues paying members. So out of the dues, some of your money will go to international. Okay. And it tells you this. It tells you this right here. Okay. So, the last time they reported it, and let me tell the elections committee something to their face right now. Why don't we know how many dues paying members we have in our union right now? Because they lie to you. They don't want to tell you. They say, well, we don't want our enemies to know. That's a lie. You're a liar. All right. So, last election was 52,000 or a little bit less after the election, after 2018, because of the Janus decision, we lost some members. So we're at 52,000. $6 times 52,000 is 312,000. Okay, 312,000, but we need 576. Okay, here's where it gets tough. See, when I call on when I'm elected, and I call Mary Kay Henry and say, we're done, I'm going to say, send me the charter. Send me that affiliation agreement on how much money we got to pay you. Send me everything that agreement states so I can put it up on Local 1000's website for everyone to see why Richard stopped that madness. Here it is. If a local union fails to meet its annual SEIU COPE fundraising obligations, they're going to have to contribute that amount, Make up that amount plus 50% penalty. All right? So, with that being the case, what does this mean? You got to make up that money if you don't pay that whole 576. But remember, our dues paying members are only paying 312 of that. Actually, they're paying a little bit more to make up that difference. Okay? And I don't pay Colt money. And I sent a membership letter, a membership dues declaration letter saying don't use any of my money on politics. They give me a response back. It's kind of BS. It's BS. But I sent it in. I'm on record. I got something coming for them down the road. Just letting them know. Okay, so here we go. $6, $52,312. But we need 576. So we have 264,000 unaccounted for that has to still be collected. But that 264, you have to send that 264 plus the 50% penalty. That 50% penalty of that 264 is 132,000. We need the 576. We get 312. You're short of 264 times the 50% penalty. You need 132 extra. Okay. So here we go. 312 we paid. 264 we're in the hole. The 132, the 50% penalty, that's 708,000. 708,000, and that was back in 2008. They may have upped the price. We don't know. Because they're never going to tell you until I force them in that charter agreement. Okay? Now that was really quick what I went through. Okay? Because I'm not trying to take up all your time. I'm trying to talk fast, inspire you in this pursuit of greatness to create a new culture of excellence. But what I'm saying to you is, we're paying out all this money. For what? For what? You know, normally when you pay a gang, a criminal organization, you pay them some money, things get tough, they show up. You say, man, don't worry, we got your back. Like an insurance company. You have a problem, Allstate, you're in good hands, Liberty Mutual, whatever. SEIU International, they're not an insurance company for us. We're not stronger together with them. They're a part of the Democratic Party. See, you've been told all these lies over and over and over again. Why am I the only one that tells you this? And not only in that charter agreement, it tells you the things I told you. It says in that charter agreement, if we go on strike, they got to pay us strike benefits from SEIU International. Never heard that before, have you? Because you've been lied to. That's why I'm preaching to you on Sunday, April 18th. You got to send that ballot back. You got to vote. It's not too late to become a member. You can sign up, become a member. You can ask for your first duplicate ballot on May 3rd. The last day is May 7th. Don't sit this election out. Don't let these lies cause you to say, I've lost all hope with Local 1000 and I'll never regain it back. Don't do that. Do not do that. After it's all said and done, you must fight in this country. If you think someone's going to come in on a white horse and save you, no, you're not. Save yourself. Vote. I'm the only person that tells you the truth. When you see these lies on Facebook, go on to state employees and look up Scott B. Smith and see all the stuff he's saying about me. Look what Mary Hinton says about me. All these people. Go on these pages and ask him, why was he canceled from these pages? You know, because I just heard him give a lecture, a sermon, an education. They tell you that what I showed you factually from what the union used to give out in the last time in 2014 about this, they say that that's not accurate. These people are stuck on stupid. Bless their heart. You got to love your enemies. You got to love your friends. You got to love your family because love is universal. But you don't have to love their actions. I love everybody. But your actions tell me you're stupid. I'm not trying to sound mean. I'm not trying to degrade anyone. But if you keep doing the same stupid things, you'll keep getting the same stupid results. And when I show you things in writing and you still want to dispute it, so you're disputing the facts. The fact is, there's a huge perception that our union doesn't care about its people. And it never has. That's a fact. The fact is, we lost 2 days of pay because we had someone who wouldn't fight for us. Fact. The fact is, when the legislators said, give up your money because we're all in this together, they kept their money. Fact. Lies, the liars, and the facts. And it doesn't matter what party you belong to, the Democrats and the Republicans at that state capitol had bipartisan support. They can't agree on nothing else. Not on racial justice, not on guns. They can't agree on anything. Water, nothing. But they agreed, bipartisan support, they agreed, we're keeping our money. They agreed on the money. We're not giving up our money. You know, some of those people have beautiful spouses. You better keep your money because you lose that money, he or she will be gone and they'll take the kids with them. They're protecting theirs. They have a great union. We gave up our money. See, all these people on Facebook, they tell you that politics matters. Why aren't these politicians paying the same price as you? Are these politicians better than you? Are your children so much better than your children because they're in private school and your kids are in public school? Is that how it is? Why do they still have their money, but you're losing your money? If you're walking around with your back bent, with your head down, because you think these politicians are gods, that they're so much better than everyone else, that's on you. That's on you. That's not how I do it. There's no one on this earth better than me. Well, except for my aunties and uncles. Okay. That's the truth. But everybody else ain't got nothing coming. Okay? I love everybody equally, but no one's better than me. We're all equal in this world. They told you, give up your money, and they protected theirs. None of these other candidates can answer me that question. They will flip the question, they'll change it around, they'll say I'm delusional, they'll use a racist stereotype that I'm an angry black man, they'll do everything they can. The same people that tell you they want to be woke and Black Lives Matter, but they'll turn right around and say I'm angry. A racist stereotype for a black man. You know, in other words, I'm resisting arrest. I don't know how to survive a police stop. See, this is the hypocrisy that these people run, the lies that they run. And I tell those Democrats and I tell those Republicans, don't run up on me talking that stuff. Okay? I can see from both sides. Sometimes the Democrats are right, sometimes the Republicans are right. Sometimes they're both full of it. And what I know at that state capitol, we lost 2 days of pay. People are struggling, living paycheck to paycheck off a livable wage because they never got a substantial pay increase from a union they pay dues to, while those politicians are doing just fine. This is what I know. And they cannot address that because it's fundamental. When someone says they need you to do something, they tell every leader, before you ask someone to do something, make sure you do it yourself. If you ask someone to give up something, you better give it up first. Lead by example. Those politicians at the state capitol, along with Yvonne Walker, along with a majority of these people on here, except for Robert Bays, they don't lead by example. No, they don't. If they really wanted to lead by example, they would say, Richard, let's sit down, let's have a professional conversation about why I feel these politics matter and why the politicians can protect their money and protect their children, but we have to give up our money. They would have that conversation, but they don't want to. They don't want to because they can't explain it. See, they tell you they want to pick apart my 10-point plan. They want to tell you, well, what's his detailed plan? And how's he going to do this? And how is he going to do that? They're quick to criticize and get at me and destroy my 10-point plan. But what do they tell you? What are they really telling you? They're telling you garbage. Leaders with vision and action. What action has Yvonne Walker shown you since she's been the leader since 2008? She hasn't shown you anything. Think about this. She thinks you're stupid, and she's playing you like you're stupid. And I'm saying that with love and affection in my heart. She doesn't care about you. She never has. But you want to vote her back in office. And these other people that she's trained, she's mentored, she's manipulated, she's educated on the fine art of politics, they're trying to take her place because they think, quote, she's gotten old and she's got to go. That's how they feel about her now. But she trained all these people. Okay? These people, when they say, oh, she didn't train me, do you support politics? And they tell you, yes, she's trained you, whether you understand it or not. She's manipulated you, whether you understand it or not. And someone got so upset with me yesterday when I said we shouldn't be involved in Black Lives Matter. She was really, I could see it in her eyes. I know that look from those from my community. Let me send you a look right back. I ain't backing off. And when I tell people a 21% pay increase, I'm not lying. People have tried to break me. They tried to bend me. They tried to say, we need more than that, Richard. Tell us what we want to hear to get our vote. And I haven't done it because I'm not a liar. These people will lie to you and tell you anything and everything to get you off the fact you're losing money. Black Lives Matter. We need open borders, immigration control, fight for 15. Who gives a damn about $15 an hour? You're in a union. You need a substantial pay increase because you're in a union. You're not living day to day. You shouldn't be living day to day. You shouldn't be getting food stamps. You shouldn't be at the food bank. You shouldn't be shopping at Walmart. How many of our state employees shop at Walmart? Tons of them. And you know doggone well Walmart is anti-union. You think Yvonne Walker has stuck her chest out in this community, stuck her chest out and say, don't let me see you shopping at Walmart? You think she said that about we gotta go inside the communities? You ain't gonna do a damn thing, Yvonne Walker. You're not gonna do a damn thing. Walmart is anti-union, and they brag about Walmart in the business schools. They brag about how great Walmart is. They do have a great warehouse system, perpetual warehouse system, that they do. But they have demoralized people. Half the people that work at Walmart are on food stamps. They don't get a full 40 hours. They don't get health care. This great business corporation called Walmart, they'll do anything to keep those people from unionizing. And Amazon has come up and done the same thing. Those people should have unionized down in Alabama. They should have unionized, but they got hustled by Amazon the same way Yvonne Walker has hustled you for years. She's confused you. She's devastated you with her high school education. She can't devastate me. You can't shake me. I'm not shook. She's got you involved in the Black Lives Matter conversation, and she can't protect white people's money under a signed contract. She can't protect the majority of this country under a signed contract. How's she gonna protect me as a minority, as a black man with the police? She's not, and that's not her job. Do your job. Union President, Local 1000, do your job. And a lot of people from the community hate when I say that. Keep hating me. I know my blackness. I know how mama raised her black boy. You want to talk about me behind my back? Talk about me in my face on Facebook. Yeah, do a Facebook Live video with me. If you want to air out our differences in the black community, because I'm calling out this person who happens to be African American for her lies in the black community, you want to call me out on Facebook? Get at me. Yeah, I want you to come for me. Come for me, because I'm going to come for you right back. And we can air it out, and they can see some black on black crime, if there is such a thing, on Facebook. Okay? You tell Yvonne Walker what I said. You are not representing Local 1000. You've been lying from the time you've been elected. And like I stated to Yvonne Walker, you didn't serve this country. It was just a job to you. You was not going to die for this country. You are not a patriot of this country. Just like it's a job for you to be the leader of Local 1000. You're not willing to die for these people. You're not going to stand up and fight these politicians like I am. You never have and you never will. And I'm not backing off of you. And someone said, well, you know, she's going to kick you out if she wins again. If she kicks me out, we'll fight over it. But you're not going to punk me. You can't hustle or manipulate me. And when you bend and twist on these election rules, one minute you say you got to withdraw your nomination by February 12th, and then the next minute you say, well, you know, there's nothing we can do. Liar. That's a lie. And I'm going to stay at you on this. You bend and twist. When you want to enforce the policy file, you enforce it. When you don't want to, you don't. You have no credibility at all, Yvonne Walker. When you appointed those elections committee people, they dance to your beat. That's wrong. Okay? That's a conflict of interest. You sat there as a hypocrite, and you do all these things over the years. But when Stacey Abrams ran down in Georgia, and she lost, and she accused the man who won, I think Brian Kemp, of winning, and she had an elections protest, and since he was the Secretary of State, he decided it, even though he was running for governor. The Democrats was in an uproar. You hypocrites. Hypocrites on Sunday, I call you. You're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite because you're doing the same damn thing right here in Local 1000. And I'm not backing up. And you can hustle, sack me all that you want because I know you got them on the take. You wait till I become president. I'm going to light all of you people on fire. In the name of God through Jesus Christ, I'm bringing it. I'm coming for you. You can't hustle me. You can't use drugs on me. You can't use alcohol on me. You can't manipulate me with bribes on backroom deals. There's nothing you can do to help Richard Lewis Brown. So get out of my way and let me fight for these people. That's what you can do for Richard Lewis Brown. We're going to get this 21% pay increase. And we don't have to give up anything to get something. That's a lie. She has lied to you by telling you, if we have to get this, we got to give up this. Liar. Liar. For once, it's time that state employees represented by Local 1000 get some respect in the workplace. You've been giving up, and giving up. All these negative stereotypes about you because of her. You're lazy. Lie. State employees are not lazy. You're not smart. Lie, lie, lie. You don't work hard. Liar. You get paid too much money. That's a lie. See, when the public is making all that fast money and they got their 401k and they're taking vacations everywhere at all the wineries, they don't give a damn about state employees. They're not worried about their driver's licenses. They're not worried about collecting unemployment. They're not worried about, different licenses and all this and that. They're not worried about the prisons. They don't care about state employees. But the minute the public has a hard time and they lose money, they get laid off, that 401k is gone, here they come looking at you, wanting to talk that stuff. Because you're making that slow money, that turtle money. But you get a pension that you will have your dignity for the rest of your life when you retire from the state of California. Because you took the slow money with a bureaucracy that's inefficient, with bad management. You took the slow money so you could have guaranteed money for the rest of your life. As a union employee, as a state employee, represented by a union, should I say. A state employee represented by the union. That's what you did. And then they want to turn around and make you feel bad and tell you, you got to give up your money? The hell with them. And I say it with love in my heart. The hell with that. I'm going to fight for you. You may not like my tone. You may not like my mindset. Get over it. Because this is who I am. This is how I'm getting down. This is how I'm going to lead. And this is how I'm going to win this election. And I'm going to stop this discrimination against white people who are not Democrats. And I told those white people yesterday this. I'm going to say it again today. If you're white, embrace your whiteness. Okay? Don't feel bad about nothing from the past. Because most of you don't feel bad anyway. That's your opinion. That's your right. Embrace who you are. Don't try to act woke. Don't try to act like you're trying to help Black Lives Matter or anybody else black in America, because I don't believe that. Be who you are. Stay who you are. Embrace who you are. Embrace the fact that you came from Europe and you made it. Embrace it. Because I'm a black man and I'm a descendant of U.S. slavery, and I embrace my blackness. I ain't backing up for nobody. And I know that my uncle that was lynched, oh well, he got lynched, and it hurts my heart. But I'm going to continue forward, and I'm still going to say this is the greatest country on earth, okay? I'm going to embrace my blackness. You embrace your whiteness. Let's keep this 100. I'm not making you feel sorry for anything, okay? And I'm going to stop this discrimination in Local 1000. And I hope that everyone goes back and tells people what I said today. I ain't backing off nothing I've said. And these people want to run me out of the union, run me. We'll fight over it. Because a black man is standing up and telling the truth. Because a black man is calling out the hypocrisy of another person who happens to be black, who happens to be a Democrat? Is that what it is? And no, I'm not a black Republican. I'm a black Democrat, but I'm really an independent thinker. Okay? I'm calling these people out. And when people don't like the fact that the reason why I'm so passionate because of my belief in God and I know I can get this done, you don't like it, don't vote for me. I am not denying God. Okay? You want to believe in God? Great. You don't want to believe in God? Great. We can still work together and make this work. Add up my numbers, 7437, okay? You don't want to believe in God? Add up my numbers. 7437, add them up. Now go to the casino and get that money. I'm still with you. You people really don't know who you're messing with. You got the right one. See, Yvonne Walker was able to dominate and devastate and run everybody off. She ran everybody else off in the past. She ran off Ken Amidi, ran off Miriam Louisiam. Everybody who tried to fight her, she has destroyed. She can't break this black boy. You can't break me. See, it takes one from the community to get at you. This is what I know, okay? Because a lot of things I say to you, there's a lot of white people in the state of California that want to say the same thing I say. But they can't because they'll be called racist. And they don't want to do that. A lot of things I say about Yvonne Walker, a lot of white people want to say. They've called and told me. And that's why I'm not backing off. See, I have several reasons why I'm coming at this. Under my leadership, Local 1000 will survive and will be greater, and we're going to incorporate everybody, and everyone's going to be able to vote. I see you. I'm going to tell it like it is. Okay? Everyone's going to be able to vote. See, I can't talk about, stop discrimination in America in my private life and how I want to end racism in my private life when I got someone in my public life running my union that's discriminating. I'm a hypocrite. And there are some folks walking around in my community who are liars and hypocrites. There are some in other communities because liars and hypocrites are in all the communities and not based on race or ethnicity or religion. You got liars and hypocrites all over this world. I'm just calling out my own in my union. See, let me tell you about Local 1000. People say Richard's anti-union. Really? These same people on Facebook who tell you I'm anti-union, you'll see them talking that stuff about the police union. Tear it down, defund the police union. But yet you're in a union, you hypocrite. Are there some bad apples in the police union that do some things wrong? You doggone right there's some bad apples. We see one in Minnesota. They're having a trial right now. But does that mean that all the police all across America are bad? Because here's the thing about hypocrisy when you run this at people. I believe in Local 1000. I believe in unions. I'm pro-union. Before I came to California, I'm Midwest union. Okay? When you talk about destroying the police union, but yet you want to keep your union strong, you're a hypocrite. You got hypocrites right on Facebook, black and white, talking about defund the police union. And I know that some of those people are part of Local 1000. You're a hypocrite. A lot of people want to defund Local 1000. I'm not one. Never have been. Because people have lied about my character, about my sincerity, about my integrity. Liars, liars, liars. That's why this video is about the lies of Local 1000. And I'm apologizing to everyone for these lies. And I'm going to make up for them. And that's why that 10-point platform, I'm not lying about. I'm not wavering. You cannot bend me or break me. Look, at 1 p.m. today, I can't get too emotional. At 1 p.m. today, I have a YouTube live Zoom meeting with Robert Bass. You should tune into it. You really should. Because I'm so committed to this. And these other candidates are not committed to you. Do you see them doing videos on Saturday and Sunday during the week? They had their little propaganda videos on Tuesday and the little job steward call on Wednesday. Let me tell you something. When I become Local 1000 president, I'm going to stop all those lies from those steward meetings on Wednesday evening with Yvonne Walker. It ain't going to be called no steward meeting. It's going to be called a discussion, and everybody's invited. You don't have to be no job steward. It ain't nothing scripted. It's all live. And I want no one calling to tell me how great I am and the great job that I'm doing. I don't need to hear all that. The great job that I'm going to do for you is getting you that money. Okay? Getting you that money, establishing term limits so everyone will have the ability to run and have a position of leadership in Local 1000 where everyone's treated fairly. Okay? Everyone is treated fairly. And you don't have to pay money to be a job steward or to vote in our elections or our contract ratifications. That's what I'm saying to you. That's what I'm saying to you. The fact that, you get some extra perks when you become a member with the life insurance and all that, that's all fine and good. But anytime they tell you the most important part of being a member is you're able to vote, that tells you they're putting a financial price tag on voting. And as a black man, I'm against poll tax. I'm against discrimination in voting. And I never thought in my entire life I would have to defend white people about voting. I can't make this madness up. God must have really saw me coming. God, when he created me, he must have said, well, I got one here. I cannot believe I have to do this. In the state of California. If I was back home in Missouri, it is what it is. This is California. You people are supposed to be smart. You're supposed to be highly intelligent. You're supposed to be the best of the best in America. And then you do some of the dumbest ass things I've ever seen in my life. I cannot believe you. People say they don't want to vote. If I was back in Missouri or somewhere and they said they didn't want to vote, back in the community and someone said, man, I ain't trying to vote no more, man. I ain't thinking about this, I ain't thinking about that, man. Okay. I knew you from the time you were born, and I knew you weren't going to amount to much. What I did not expect is when I left Missouri and I came to the #1 state in America, California, to hear that type of negativity from people, state employees. I'm just blown away by that. You cannot do anything without voting in this country, okay? And that jury up there in Minnesota right now that everyone's looking at, those were registered voters that went to the group and they were selected out of that voters group. A vote was done to get them. But they were registered voters. They did not give up on the judicial system in America, even though we know there's some flaws in the judicial system in America. So when you hear people on Facebook saying they're not voting in this election, Local 1000, and you know they voted in this 2020 November election for president of America, hypocrite. They can vote in this election if they choose to. They're voters. If they were called for a jury, they were going to run down there and make that jury trial. But when it comes to our union, when it comes to your money for a specified period of time, to your dignity in the workplace, you feel like there's nothing you can do. You've accepted the status quo from the high schooler from 2008 because you lost hope. You don't trust the process. And I'm telling you, when you elect me as president, you will be able to trust the process, the voting, the financial process. We'll establish 2-term limits for all elected Local 1000 positions. I'm telling you this. And I'm going to put it on video. And you won't have to doubt me. You'll never have to doubt me because I'll be on video. I'll be transparent. And everything I say today and all the things I said in my campaigns over the time, you see these other candidates try to piggyback off of because they don't have any type of creativity. All they want to do is change things around to suit themselves. They don't have no creativity. They follow what I say. I'm the leader of this union, whether you realize it or not. Whether I win the election or not, I'm the one that's been leading this union the whole time. The videos came from me. That 21% we first asked for in this last contract, that number's my number. Politics matters, that's a lie, but she says that in her videos to strike back at me. Let me send her a message right back. You're lying. Politics doesn't matter. What matters is our strike fund. But we don't have a strike fund because you got rid of the strike fund. We're going to create a strike fund under my leadership, and we're going to use that strike fund. That's how it's going to be. Nothing less, nothing more. Okay. I've tried to talk to you on Sunday morning. You sat here and heard me preach and rant and rave. I'm shocked that you actually stayed this long. So on April 18th, 2021, in the greatest country on earth, but we got some character faults that we're trying to address in our history right now. And, they said we can change things around. We can make things better. I don't know. Change is not enough. I've been saying this. I'm asking you to vote for me, but I'm going to end this video by saying this to you. Don't let the lies and the hypocrisy of our union destroy you from voting for whoever you want to vote for in this election. And if you don't want to vote for me, you don't want to vote for Richard Lewis Brown, then do me a favor. You make sure when you get your ballot, you vote for somebody on each category. I don't have to win. I want to win. I want to fulfill my destiny on this earth. But if you feel that I am not the person for the union at this time, just do me this favor. Vote. Vote for each category. Pull off the tab, the top part. Fill out the envelope, sign it, seal it. Do not give your vote to no one. Don't give your ballot to no one unless it's the candidate you're voting for. If it's the candidate you're voting for, and you want to send your ballot in that return envelope to that candidate to ensure it gets to Roseville, okay. But don't give it to nobody else. I mean that. Do not give your ballot to no one else. I mean that. I mean that. But do me that favor. You just make sure you vote. We need a massive voter turnout. Regardless of who wins, we need a massive voter turnout so we know that people have not totally lost hope in Local 1000. Okay, my name is Richard Lewis Brown. I was bringing it this morning. I'm not done. I'm coming back this evening, or this afternoon, should I say. I'm going to be up with Robert Bays at 1 p.m. We're going to be on a YouTube, I guess on my channel, Richard Lewis Brown. They should post something on Facebook as well. And we'll see what he wants to talk about. But he invited me, so I will have to follow his lead. I'll have to follow his rules. He will be in charge of the conversation. So the conversation will be dictated by him. Okay. Thank you. And I'll see you soon. Richard Lewis Brown, April 18th, 2021. Please vote for me for Local 1000 President. The ballots are in the mail. You should have it by Monday, no later than Tuesday. Thank you. Have a great day. See you in a couple hours. Okay.